What if I told you that in 1990, a movie about a murdered banker, a skeptical psychic, and a pottery wheel became the biggest film on Earth? No capes, no explosions, just grief, love, and a song from 1965 that suddenly belonged to an entire generation. Ghost didn't just dominate the box office, it quietly rearranged people's hearts. On paper, it shouldn't have worked. Paramount handed this emotional tightrope to Jerry Zucker, the same man who made audiences laugh at flying autopilot dolls in Airplane. A spoof king directing a supernatural romance about death? Hollywood panicked. But Zucker understood something profound. The pause before a laugh is the same pause before a tear. Play it straight. Trust the silence. Let the emotion breathe. Even the casting almost shifted the tone entirely. Bruce Willis, then building his action star persona, are reportedly passed on the role of Sam Wheat because playing a dead man didn't scream blockbuster in 1990. That opened the door for Patrick Swayze, who brought something rare: strength without swagger, vulnerability without losing masculinity. His chemistry with Demi Moore became the film's pulse. And Moore? She didn't scream her grief, she contained it. No theatrical breakdowns, just stillness. The camera lingered on her face as if afraid to blink, and that restraint grounded the supernatural elements in something painfully real. When Sam fades into the light and Molly whispers goodbye, you're not watching special effects, you're watching loss. Then there's Whoopi Goldberg. The studio hesitated. Swayze didn't. He pushed for her. Oda Mae Brown could have been comic relief and nothing more. Instead, she became the bridge between worlds. Funny, yes. But when Sam briefly inhabits her body to hold Molly one last time, Whoopi shifts, softens, lets longing replace punchlines. In 1991, she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, the first black woman to win in an acting category in 50 years since 1939. That wasn't just a win, it was a correction. The details mattered. The shadow demons? Distorted recordings of crying babies played backward. The floating penny scene? No slick CGI, just practical effects and patience. Or even Patrick Swayze's visible breath had to be erased frame by frame in cold New York air so he'd feel truly otherworldly. And that pottery scene? Not an accident. Carefully rehearsed chaos. Demi Moore trained for weeks so the camera could stay close. When the clay collapses, it's symbolic. Perfection breaking so intimacy can take over. Then the music. Unchained Melody, originally from 1965, climbed back into the charts, hitting number 13 and number 19 in two separate versions. A 35-year-old song became the sound of 1990 love. But here's the deeper truth. Swayze later admitted filming stirred unresolved grief over his father's death in 1982. That ache you feel in his goodbye? It wasn't acting alone. It was memory. Ghost endures because it asks a simple question. If you had one last moment, what would you say? Maybe not a speech. Maybe just one word. Ditto. And somehow, that was enough.